This is the darkest version of Earth's mightiest mortal. Hey guys, today I'll give you the comic book origins of the Shazam Who Laughs. I know, you weren't expecting that, were you? The Shazam Who Laughs is a very new part of the DC universe, as he actually first appeared in a newly published Batman Superman #1, which follows on from the Batman Who Laughs miniseries. But I will have to be spoiling Batman Superman #1, so if you don't want to know anything about it just yet, then don't watch this video. Unless you don't really care, then let's get into it. Now, the Batman Superman Volume 1 follows on from the Batman Who Laughs miniseries. So it basically starts with how Batman was able to keep himself from turning into the Batman Who Laughs, since he was poisoned with the Joker venom, which was starting to turn him into the Batman Who Laughs, but he was able to keep it at bay by injecting himself with every Joker venom antidote he had. But over in Metropolis, we get Superman who's talking with Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane about how Jimmy was able to get a picture of Batman. Right at that point, Superman gets a call saying, Superman, you're needed at the Watchtower immediately. So Superman, being Superman, wastes no time at all and flies off to the Watchtower. And along the way, he keeps on being told, hurry Clark. But when he gets there, get this, the whole Justice League is dead. Flash, Wonder Woman, Plastic Man, Martian Manhunter, they're all dead. But Superman starts to spit up green bile and starts bleeding out of his eyes. As Batman says that there's a kryptonite air in the atmosphere which was gonna poison him when he entered. You were dead before you even you were dead the minute that you walked into the Watchtower. While Superman is busy, kind of being poisoned, Batman goes on to say, I always wanted to know what the worst version of you would be. Would we make a great team and be known as ruthless killers in the multiverse? But we find out that it's not Batman, it's the Batman Who Laughs, as this whole part was a flashback to the Batman Who Laughs origins when he killed the Justice League and poisoned Superman. But when we get into it with Earth Zero, which is the standard DC universe, we see that Batman and Jim Gordon are up on the rooftop with the bat signal as they wait for Superman. But Superman's actually late because he stopped off to put Killer Croc in Arkham Asylum. But Commissioner Gordon tells them that a 13-year-old boy called Danny Mills was kidnapped from his home, and his only eyewitness was his brother. And his brother said that he was kidnapped by Superman, but this Superman was laughing. That's why Batman had called over Superman, so that he could keep an eye on him as well. But while they need to determine whereabouts Danny would be, Commissioner Gordon is, if you've already read the Batman Who Laughs miniseries, you would know that at the end, Commissioner Gordon was poisoned into becoming the worst version of himself. So he knows where the Batman Who Laughs lair is, which is where Danny would be hiding. Which is where he would have been taken. So the two of them waste no time at all, and they go off to the lair where Commissioner Gordon tells them is, get this, it's under Crime Alley. The Batman Who Laughs' lair is under Crime Alley, where Batman's parents were murdered. Now, I think that would have been a really cool adaptation for Batman to do instead of putting it under Wayne Manor. But Batman tells Superman that there's a tunnel that leads under Crime Alley, so to save some time, Superman punches a hole into the ground and they find the Batman Who Laughs lair. And they're instantly attacked by Batman Who Laughs defense drones. While they're fighting the drones, Batman interrogates Superman to make sure he's not poisoned. After they've taken care of the drones, they search around this Batcave and find batarangs with the Batman Who Laughs serum in it, and he was going to use these on the entire Justice League, turning them all into the worst versions of themselves. But as they're seeing this, an infected Robin jumps down from the seat, and attacks Batman. But as they manage to throw him off, they think that this Robin is actually Danny, as the Robin says that that the Batman Who Laughs took him from his home and his family. But Superman and Batman basically try to reassure Danny that they're going to take him back to his family. But he goes on to say that they don't understand, and he's glad that he was taken from them. But he also says, "Don't you recognize me? My name is Billy Batson, Shazam." And he is instantly transformed into the Shazam Who Laughs. I can't express how awesome that really is. A huge plot twist that it reveals that it's not in fact Danny Mills, it is Billy freaking Batson. Which is where we get the Shazam Who Laughs. Who actually says to Superman while he has a batarang in his hand, "I always wondered if I could kick your ass." Short answer, he could. But Shazam Who Laughs has pretty much all the same abilities as your standard Shazam or Black Adam. But it also raises the question, where is the real Danny Mills? If there ever was one. But that's about it for the Shazam Who Laughs, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think down below. And I'll be back next week to give you more origin stories. See you guys.